Alo. Chẳng nghe gì nhỉ?
I have all manner of marvelous things.
Yes, sir.
Tóc ngắn là mày trở thành con điên thật.
Welcome to the howling abyss. Minions have spawned. slain. Shut down. down. Shut down.
Armed and ready. Enemy has been slain. That's gotta stay.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Reporting in.
Ace.
Two, three, four.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Shut down. Double kill. Ace.
Reporting in. Yes, sir.
Rampage.
Reporting in. That's got
You have slain an enemy.
I'll spell the head.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Aced.
2, 3, 4.
Slain an enemy. Shut down. An ally has been slain. Double kill.
Patrician.
Competition, it all comes down to a single game. We'll be back with the deciding clash between SK Telecom T1 and Samsung Galaxy right after this.
Up in the top lane, Duke and Cuvee, they're going toe-to-toe. Slicing Maelstrom burns through. Flash for flash, Cuvee, first blood! Solo kills Duke! Very good tidal wave. He's found three! Charges up the Maelstrom, the slingshot, Faker's down! SKT turning it around. Poor JJ gets caught out. The Mega Narc comes down as well. Blanker's exhaust, the curtain call, the gravity. Kills! It's a double for Bang! Duke's in trouble. Ruler can't get the kill. He does in the end. Sends him packing with a deadly flourish. Now Duke's in trouble. The GA's pop. Ruler gets another. Samsung and SKT are going to game 5. And welcome back to the 2016 League of Legends World Championship, where it's all come down to this. One more time into the breach, Samsung Galaxy or SK Telecom. Samsung have elected blue side, as is their want in Game 5. SKT have brought back Bengi.
The most important champion select switch. They've chosen to put Bengi in. Because honestly,
Unbelievable series. And there is so much on the line here in terms of SKT's legacy, and you know how much Faker and the rest of SKT care about this because, I mean, to win 3 and 4 years when the sport is so young will mean they're going to be the greatest team in the history of League of Legends for a very long time. But Samsung can stop that with one more game.
The beauty is, if Samsung do that, they will actually tie the number of world championships that the organization has with SK Telecom. It was a 2-year road, and we've told the story a bunch. Last year, they were 10th and 9th, then 6th in spring. Didn't even make very far in the playoff run. And when we've seen the player cams of Faker on stage, he looks visibly upset and frustrated with how the series has gone. Kobe, how does Faker and the rest of SKT now bounce back with momentum technically with Samsung?
that late game poise, that discipline that we always talk about with this team has to show through here. This is where that comes to light. Game 5 of the finals. They showed it versus the Rocks Tigers, and they have to repeat here.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's going to be another Orianna game because it can swing both ways. Either the fatigue catches up with Samsung and it's like the end of the Rock series where they lose the ability to flash the shockwaves, or have they wisened up to it and are very good at playing around it because it seems like it's less effective almost each game he plays it.
I want to talk about that fatigue because these are some of the longest games that we've seen throughout the entirety of the World Championship. You know, 70-minute game, multiple 50-minute games. Fatigue with the finals, with the cup, with this crowd.
And it's not just the time duration either. These are emotionally and mentally draining games. When you get to the 60-minute mark in games like that, and the decisions that you have to make, you know, the pressure of playing in Fog of War, having to juggle Baron versus Elder Dragon versus inhibitors, and what decisions to make that quickly, it takes a toll on you.
It absolutely does. And you can see the man on your screen, Coma, running through his notebook, running through his options. We're just giving Bengi a couple of minutes to set up once he configures his play area. We're jumping into game 5. I'm going to put you guys on the spot. We're a couple minutes away from picks and bans. What would you anticipate? Because the question in my mind is Lee Sin worth banning or taking away from Ambition?
That's a great question, because we just have to look at the last time that SKT was on that side of the map. They threw double jungle bans and a Rise at them. So at that point, I say it's not quite worth banning, because I'd still rather see Ambition's Lee Sin than Crown's Rise, but it really would just depend on their confidence level of Faker playing something else into Rise.
Yeah, I don't think you can ban out the jungle currently. This guy also has an amazing Elise. He's received Elise bans before. I mean, these guys have deep champion pools at that position. The one place where I might see that happening would be mid lane. And as we talked about so many times, Faker's deep champion pool trying to attack the shallow one of Crown.
Yeah, throw more bans at Crown. The game
put them all out.
Seen
Throw them all mid
lane bans, and he doesn't play Victor. Just throw one more in there. Leave some junglers up, actually. Maybe even give Olaf over. That would be super risky. Maybe that's a bad idea. But that's something that if SKT feels a little bit desperate after losing 2 games, they might look to do.
To me, though, you know, consistently throwing multiple mid lane bans at Samsung, yet letting him have Crown, having Victor, which is the champion we confuse with Crown, and keep calling Victor Crown. There's a reason, because he's played so many games on that champion.
So comfortable, and Crown used the Aurelion Soul to pick up their first win in the series. Samsung Galaxy have equaled the number of wins against SK Telecom in the last 2 hours than they have in the last 2 years. They've put back-to-back wins on the map. They came into this best of 5 with a 2 wins, 16 loss record. With this iteration, you know, of mostly this players in this organization, they need to beat that record right now if they want to take the championship.
Must I remind you that they had not beaten KT Rolster in 19 straight games before taking them down in the gauntlet to make it here.
Every single step of the way, from KT Rolster to this very game, Samsung have overcome the challenges, and this is the last one. Syndra, Rise, Nidalee, Zyra. What is next to be banned? Olaf still up there. Something that we've seen a couple of times as well.
Oh, I'm just so in awe of this series right now. But that is multiple mid lane bans from Samsung. And there is no way they can necessarily ban out the Olaf and the Lee Sin. Would be very curious to see if they ban the Olaf here with the Karma being banned already. Would still be a pretty scary pick.
Throw the Victor. Throw the Victor. Make him play the Cassiopeia. Faker Orianna into Cassiopeia is a better matchup than Orianna into the Victor.
Ooh.
Still scared of their Aurelion Soul though.
Okay, but now there's a lot of priority picks available, and it's near insta-lock for that Olaf.
That would be expected, as he has been banned so much and is the best jungler on the board. But the question would now be, with that Victor up, does SKT take it away with an early pick? Do they go something like Ashe Victor here?
There's your answer.
That's the strategy.
Finally.
All right, so what's the reply then? Ashe Victor is now locked in.
Either Crown tries to go the Orianna into it, but I think Cassiopeia.
I think with you know, what he has been playing, both the Cassiopeia as well. Again, I talked about last night. We didn't see many of the Ashe arrows from Bang flying toward mid lane, you know, which is something that they found before. Maybe they try a bit more of that instead of using the Ashe arrows in lane, because SKT so often wins through the mid lane, faking down these early wards, using that space to get wards into the jungle and play from there.
And I do have to say, though, the early pressure Victor isn't the same. They've been able to outrun champions like Orianna. So even if it is Victor versus Cassiopeia, that's not a lane where Victor can very early control of it, and it does change SKT a bit.
Oh!
Catch! It's so good against Ashe, too, especially. preventing the picks in the mid-game.
Yes.
So, pivot, melee supports. This is something that the broadcast talked about much earlier in the day, how they could be a pivot away.
Double support bans.
Triple melee here. From Samsung, trying to charge through SKT to the back line.
Very good you pick up on the triple melee there because they can stack things that are hard to run through right now. Trundle's pillar, nearly impossible. Victor and Ashe already very hard to charge through. So SKT's thinking smart here.
And the Lee Sin kick should be used defensively. Honestly, though, it's very difficult because you know, Tahm Kench gets to use the ultimate to teleport in very close, and Olaf goes immune to CC.
Well, that will be the 4th time that CoreJJ has played this champion at Worlds. Obviously undefeated as they had a fantastic run leading up to the finals. Lee Sin and Trundle are locked in. There's no speed-ups or amplifiers here for the Samsung Galaxy squad. They've locked in Jin and Cassio. They'll sit behind that backline of Poppy, Tom, and Olaf.
CoreJJ's Tahm Kench was so good and so instrumental in getting them here as well. You know, through that gauntlet that they had to run, you have to watch out for those mid-game uses of the Abyssal Voyage to try and surprise other lanes. Have to be very, very aware in the early game here for SKT.
Yeah, would we pivot back to a Braum in this lane instead of a Nami, which would be the other expected pick from SKT? I can see it as far as wanting to get a really, really hard to kill frontline when Cassiopeia and Jin are the main damage coming out from Samsung. Really almost defaulting back to some of the stuff we saw several months ago.
You gotta love the fact that this support AD carry meta, how it's adjusted and adapted throughout the course of the World Championship. In the final game, a couple extra support bans, and we're back to Tahm Kench versus Braum in the bottom lane.
We've come full circle.
We did it. This means there's only, we can't play more games in this. The circle is complete. Now who will win?
The cycle of melee and range supports.
Of course, the 2 bans didn't hurt.
Now, what do we think about these 2 team compositions? It feels like there's a little bit more damage on the side of the Samsung squad, but you know, a lot of utility in SKT. I mean, they're still very heavily focused on mid and ADC.
Very evenly matched, these 2 compositions right here.
They have almost exactly the same style. You have really tanky champions in the top lane, melee supports, AD and high damage mids, with physical damage junglers. They are so close to each other as far as overall style goes, that it's really just going to be about who the better team is.
In terms of lane matchups, early game, does that favor one particular composition more than the other? Because that was something that was very pivotal in game 4, and one great team fight broke open the scaling option that SKT had.
It really depends on how good Bang's Ashe is against Ruler's Jin right here, because I think Cassio can shove in Victor, and early on the Trundle Poppy is the Trundle favor matchup, so it's back and forth in a lot of different lanes.
Definitely excited to see about the early jungle pathing as well, because the opportunity is definitely here for Bengi to storm once again back into the game when SKT need him most to save the series.
Bengi was the big reason why SK Telecom took down the Rocks Tigers. Will he be a big reason for SK Telecom to win their 3rd World Championship? You guys know how to vote. It was down to 52% and 48%. Who takes the title? Who will be your world champion?
Or will these most unlikely of underdogs in Samsung upset the defending champions and touch the Summoner's Cup?
Unbelievable. The way that the legacies will be changed based on the results of this map. You could have world champion CoreJJ after this game. Everyone those players to call themselves world champions do world championship. Faker, Bengi, they're third.
Ruler's
There's
rookie year.
Yeah.
That storyline that, you know, both of these teams have very, very different backgrounds, but all of feel in some way insignificant now because of the context of this world championship, because of the craziness of groups. Ridiculous versus SKT, and now Samsung stepped up to the challenge. Something that they were counted from. They were not meant to do all logic.
The arena is dead silent right now in anticipation for this game to start.
Now they start making it. I go with you as far as though. Look at this, both junglers actually buff starts because I think they're guarding against the big play from the opponent, trying to go and catch them at a second buff.
We touched on this, it was like 5 hours ago, but technically
Victor 5 hours ago
has a significantly better loss ratio than Crowns. Again, that helps being on a more winning team. And we'll see how Faker handles Victor against what is better.
The winningest team in world's history.
Yeah, they have
Yet all that matters is this one game.
Exactly, and they've also lost more games at this World Championship than ever before. This is now their 6th loss was what happened last game, but it just matters how many games they're able to win.
Crazy to think that Samsung have lost 3 games to this World Championship to get to this point. A slightly favorable playoff bracket where they just ran through it. Faker this time round gets his hands on one of those mini Raptors.
Yes, Faker versus the Mini Raptors. Success.
He's technically 1-2. He's got a losing record against them. Just saying. From what we've caught on camera.
All right, there's the first jungler spotted on the ward. Ambition is seen at the Raptor camp, and Banky's moving bottom while the mid laner is training.
Who's gonna get it? Crown's looking noxious blast.
Gonna go all in and kill him.
We've got to jump bottom. Ruler is gonna be in trouble. Can you score? JJ's running for his life. First blood picked up by Wolf.
Wow! Banky comes back into the series, grabs first blood for the bottom lane, and we'll see if Ambition has anything to say about it. He's got the scuttle crab and he's going in to tax the wolves.
Unbelievable right there, being able to pull off first blood. It goes to Wolf, however, which isn't the greatest distribution of gold. And Faker's down both summoner spells. Here comes Ambition!
Ambition's running in, gravity fields up. That will stun Ambition under the tower. Kill is secured, but Ambition loses his life.
Banky got in experience range there, and he's going to be able to take up these minions. Wolf roaming! More action!
Here comes Bengi and Wolf. Crown's going to sidestep and dodge. He will get stunned up by the concussive blows. SK Telecom, 3 kills to 1.
And they jump out the gate, countering Samsung's play in the mid lane. Bengi arrives. Wolf is the main roam in that play.
Game 5 in the finals, and the action is breaking through. Faker gets a gravity field off to lock in the extra kill here on Ambition. Then the roam from Wolf so quickly.
Crown wanted to stick around to make sure the wave gets jumped in the turret, and he should have been straight back. Not calling the miss on Wolf right there, and everyone was expecting Wolf to be in base after what happened in the bottom lane, but after getting first blood, he roams on the melee support. Those are the guys that make the roam plays happen.
We come back to the game, and Banky is still inside as Samsung's jungle, recalling as he's counter jungling, has smited Samsung's Wolf
again,
Spirit.
level 3.
Oh, a lot of damage onto Faker. Those twin fangs chunking him down. Bengi's still not left the jungle, for the record. He's now clearing out the Gromp, farming up away, and the fan vote looking to the underdogs and Samsung Galaxy.
One of the most insulting things is a jungler smiting your Wolf Camp Spirit that early in the game. As it will see, as soon as Ambition goes back to farm, and Ambition didn't have vision, so he didn't take that opportunity to go in and counter jungle Bengi, even though they already had the vision down. They already had pink wards, so Bengi gets away with it. He catches up in the experience, and he's going to be able to farm his own jungle.
I agree, and the other thing we do have to keep track of, though, is when Ambition ran for the gank in mid lane, he did get some wards in SKT's jungle, so it's good of Bengi to make it all the way back to the blue buff, try and re-establish control over there, because with the melee supports, we're much more likely to see ganks in the bottom side, which means ward control in that half of the map becomes more important.
Talking about all those wards, there is a pink ward from SKT inside, just behind the Wolf Camp. Ambition moving closer and closer to it. We'll see how long that one does actually last. Duke was being pushed under his turret by Cuve. Cuve has just started to back away as Duke's completed that teleport, even on CS in those two lanes.
And Ambition was seen by the Wolf Spirit. There was a ping there for SKT, so they know he's on the top side. He's actually making a play right now, kind of born of desperation, since there are no camps for him to pick. Even though the Wolf Spirit did see him, he goes away, he steals the Krugs, and he might go for the gank on Duke to burn the flash.
So much counter jungling going on right now, and Ambition level 6 is an incredibly strong duelist. What do you want to make the counter gank onto Bengi? He's expecting Bengi to be in that brush. Would they collapse? It would be a close fight. Faker
I mean, he
not
can
yet level
safeguard
6.
pretty quickly.
2v2, Bengi is going to ward hop over. Does not opt in to the engage. Too much on the line, too risky. Bang is being pushed away. Rula and Core JJ using that ranged poke, those tongue lashes to their advantage. They're playing fairly defensively. Good bounce.
Yeah, Wolf taking the harass. Samsung need to be able to get some advantages in that lane. The Jin and Tong can't pick because you want to be able to unlock Core JJ to roam. That's what he's been so successful at with his team.
Pink ward still sitting in that little banana bush area to the left of mid lane. Crown got blue buff. He's actually done fairly well at pulling Faker, but unfortunately he's donated a kill thanks to that tower dive early in the game.
And notice how both junglers are hovering around the mid lane for that action, fighting over the Raptors now as Bengi claims the small ones.
Yep, throwing it back and forth.
He doesn't have smite
The
though
ice
for the big.
undertow. Cube loses the trade thanks to the subjugates. And Duke is already winning this trade. Tiamat into Barmy Cinder. No real surprise. A slightly worrying, transition here for Samsung Galaxy.
Welcome to the Toronto show on the top lane with that Tiamat. Unless they're sending people to game, he's going to be shoved in for the rest of it.
Oh, sneaky play here from Bengi to try and steal this away
Get
under
his
their
safeguard
nose.
back if he needs to retreat.
Fight!
A lot of damage onto Bengi. Crown
got it.
posted up for this one. Flash away. Curtain Call still in range. The Miasma will block the movement. Curtain Call! Kill for Rula.
And that means Rula gets red as well. So a total backfire on that invade from Bengi. They didn't have the wave with which for Faker to support him. So uncharacteristically, Bengi makes a big Game 5 mistake.
Incredibly bold and, unwarranted play there from Bengi to steal away that red. As you said, Faker was not making any move to move up and support that play. Huge punish there from Samsung as they're gifted the kill and red buff onto the bottom lane.
Bengi giveth and Bengi taketh already in the first two big plays in this fifth and final game. So serrated Dirk, a kill under Rula's belt, and now red buff for next little bit of exchanges. Core JJ level 5 does not have access to that Abyssal Void just yet. Bang and Wolf assume vision control, actually placing two of those invisible wards in the Tribush, making sure it's doubly covered.
Yeah, and Core JJ keeps getting cut off right here. He was a little lucky, actually. They didn't have vision on Ambition because they put all in.
Ooh, whiff on the arrow.
It goes wide. Unbreakable wall comes up and Wolf backs away. So traded two ultimates really for an opportunistic attempt.
Also showed the jungler, so Bengi's trying to make the most of his time down here by taking the dragon, but that means Ambition, every time he sees Bengi, opposite side, immediately he can go in and tax. This is actually something that Meteos talked about in his interview after their game versus Samsung. He was almost scared to make moves at times because Ambition would tax you so hard every time you show on the map.
Yep, and now the question would be, would they ever think about diving Duke? They would need to roam Crown up there as well, or is he just here for the CS? You'd expect just the CS.
Be the case.
Maybe mid lane as they're starting to rotate down, but
Yeah.
Faker taking the blue, so not currently there to be dope.
The best timing on a mid laner is right to gank is right after they pick up the blue buff, because it's right when they want to start burning their mana to shove a wave, and oftentimes that means their skills are on cooldown, but nowhere close to that gank right now.
And let's talk about the mind games of the levels of the Vision War for a moment here, because they know that Ambition was just on the top side. So you have to assume that there are wards in there as well and work around that information that's been given over. Now, Bengi again going in on Crown.
Very aggressive, uses full complemented abilities, kicks Crown away, and Crown's going to be all right. But there's a lot of exchange going down between Bang and Wolf.
It's a lot of harass, too. This actually puts him in kill range for Faker. And if he doesn't recall to go back to base, he's going to heal up a decent amount from his refillable potion and his last hits. So should be generally okay since Faker's recalling.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be pressured just yet. Even game as far as gold is concerned. SKT, they were the first ones to make those plays, get the kills on the board. Bengi did overreach, actually much like Ambition. So both junglers this game have gifted a kill to their opponents. And they've got to be very careful as that continues to play out. The game is seemingly happening on the bottom half of the map. There's a Visceral Voyage. He's going to deliver CoreJJ and Ambition. Flash away from Bang. He gets gobbled up from the tongue lashing. Will go down. Root in place, not going to lock down Wolf. But Crown has roamed, and Wolf gets the kill.
And that's the CoreJJ playmaking right there on Tahm Kench. The instant he hits level 6, he brings Ambition in and the roam from Crown. Now, though, it's going to be a race to see who can get the first turret down.
Teleport being used there by Cuvee to try and defend the mid turret, and Samsung will capitalize with the objective on top of it. Finally, they're attacking the bottom lane, which SKT have lost 3 games to very strong AD carries. And as they talked about on the analyst test, Deficio mentioned one of the ways through SKT is through the bottom lane.
2,000 gold lead. They have the kill advantage, first tower blood, and it all stems from this phenomenal tower dive.
Yeah, they don't actually see if they're even able to bring in multiple people. Wolf and Bang can't get away in time. Love the flash follow for the eat by CoreJJ.
The Tahm Kench pick, once again, so huge for CoreJJ. And as you talked about, the roam from Crown at the same time. This was a mistake that we saw earlier in the series from Samsung. They made a play on the bottom lane, but they didn't coordinate all members. This time around, they bring the mid lane guns and they get the extra kill plus first turret gold.
Yeah, and the fact that they didn't lose any of their other turrets is great, but they did sacrifice some damage on them because when they burned the top laner's teleport to defend mid lane, they also lose chip damage on the top lane turrets. So we're at an interesting inflection point of the game right now where if Samsung can take control of the top side of the map and make sure the mid lane and top lane don't get pushed in as hard, then they can kind of negate the chip damage they took on their turrets and try and really expand this gold lead quickly.
And now the real test is on SK Telecom. They've lost the 2 games. In game 4 of this series, they fell behind, but not this early and not this much. Samsung have now played more aggressively. Cube's even putting a lot of damage onto Duke.
And not in this way. All of the kills there went over to Samsung's carries. 2 for Crown and 2 for Ruler. The Jhin loves getting so much early armor penetration with that gold. And he's definitely set up to make plays, but SKT looking to go on the offensive.
JJ is devoured.
Ambition is here.
Ambition's running in, teleport coming down for Duke. Cube doesn't have his available, but CoreJJ is already killed. Faker was there to join the party. Cube continues to pressure in the bottom inner turrets, and Bang's Ash Arrows have not been the greatest thus far.
Well, he wanted to hit the arrow to stop Jin's ultimate, but Faker charging at your face is also going to cause him to pack up early and leave.
Yeah, they definitely doubled down on that interrupt, but I will say this time it was SKT who was faster on the roam, and CoreJJ's aggressive play on Tahm Kench is punished pretty well there by SKT to equalize those turrets.
How fitting with these 2 teams down to the game 5, going blow for blow, play for play. Still though, Samsung with a slight edge.
Yeah, it's starting to feel more and more like a game of chess. Each move costing units, costing objectives. And at some point, you give away something that is too important. We're 15 minutes in, which team will be the first because it's still dead even.
And it's even more analogous to chess in this game because they picked kind of the same pieces. The super tank top lane, the physical damage jungler, the magic damage, high DPS mage. Like, it's all kind of fitting together here for these guys to just try and outplay each other with a lot of the same tools.
Crown throws down some damage onto Bengi as he escapes. Faker and Wolf defending that pink ward. Now, next dragon is Cloud. It's up in 40 seconds. SKT already have one.
Now, with the also AD carry split pushing right now, yes, it's technically a 1v1, but the Tom Kench in mid lane has the ability to get there so quickly. With both top laners no teleport, the Tom Kench Abyssal Voyage play is huge, and they're actually pinging.
Oh, Rula's in trouble. Bang's gonna throw down the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. That gets the stun. Flash and heal used by Rula. Bang manages to turn that one around. Bang gets the win.
Interesting that the Tom Kench and Cassiopeia didn't decide to join that play. I think maybe because Ruler had been taken so low, they just decided to call it off.
Oh, is this gonna turn it around?
Go for it now. Now they go for it. They delay.
Well, here comes Core JJ and Ambition. It's all about the long game.
Gorgeous play.
Bang will
they
get
can
right
hit him.
down.
Man,
Unbelievable.
the patience on the Tom Kench right there, thinking that, oh, if they're not going to go the first time he goes aggressive, maybe he's safe. Wolf roams down to the mid lane. As soon as they say Wolf in the mid lane, they know they can't counter the Tom Kench roam. Beautiful.
And SKT can't even take that mid turret. Now they've grouped up. Okay, Vision is being set up in the bottom half of the map. Dragon is an opportunity for SK Telecom as Duke is wailing away on the outer turret. SKT started this one off. It will be no contest from Samsung Galaxy. Instead, they kept their ADC and jungler up top. I think they should get that tower. Yes, we'll take it very short.
The tables have turned. This time around, it's SKT racking up the extra early Drakes, whereas it's Samsung with the early gold lead. Even after Faker equalizes this mid turret, they will sit on the slight early gold lead. But the only difference is 2 Cloud Drakes for SKT. Now they're about bottom though, and Yubei
is gonna try taxi away. Gets chomped before he can fire the verdict.
And that could be a problem. This is what happened when Duke had the Trundle in their winning games. He just shoves you into the turret, ults you, tanks the turret, and it's a free dive unless you're there to return fire. No Tom Kench ultimate to lend assistance, and SKT actually jump ahead in gold, as well as having the double Cloud Drakes, which enable them to make many more roams.
Another play here for Wolf.
Is gonna get gobbled up by Core JJ. There's that counter to Ashe that we talked about. That Ashe arrow looked like it was gonna hit until the Devour.
And the big deciding factor is, I mean, we've had so many plays in this game. Both teams are trying to make all these cross-map plays and these counters. With the double Cloud Drake now, SKT are fitted out with rocket boosters to make cross-map plays. And they can answer and punish much, much easier.
No room for error for Samsung Galaxy. Luckily, they've got long-range engage. Ambition looking for Faker. Faker's rooted down. Curtain Call will miss a stationary target. The Devourer comes up. And that will at least get an escape route. Faker, a little lucky Ruler didn't connect that shot.
Yeah.
Now the tower's under pressure.
Trying to zone out the engage from the left side while the minion wave comes up there, but the Victor, very good at clearing waves.
Meanwhile, we're seeing the farm being traded by the top laners in their split push. And really, both teams also trading deep vision here in the bottom side of the map, as the Drake is really the point of contest. So that's where most of the resources are going to be used.
That was another Cloud Drake, Toby. So if SKT already have rocket boosters with
The
2
last.
of them,
This coming Cloud Drake is the last Cloud Drake of Worlds 2016.
And our stats guy Spellsy was really trying to get us to mention a stat about Cloud Drakes, because SKT have gotten way more Cloud Drakes than any other Drake at Worlds. Fitting somehow that they might get triple Cloud Drake in the final game.
Now you spawned all the conspiracy theories.
RNG.
The scripts in the back saying, Cloud Drake again, let's go. We want SKT to run faster.
How do you overthrow a dynasty? Flood them with Cloud Drakes.
Well, Samsung have to still overthrow that dynasty. They have to overcome in game 5. Bengi not going to follow onto that Krug. Again, this is a game of inches at the moment as we're getting close to 20 minutes.
Yeah, QV immediately puts up the steadfast presence there, so Bengi be denied it, I guess, but not gonna play risky after he was punished at the red buff early on.
And that steadfast presence could become so pivotal when you look at the low mobility Cassiopeia and Jhin. If Bengi's looking to dive in there and find a target, could be denied. And if that is not available, obviously the safety net of Core JJ's Tom Kench. They've got a very well-crafted sort of multiple safety net team composition here on the side of Samsung.
Yeah, and something that SKT has struggled with this series is actually closing games in which they have an advantage. The Tom Kench and the Cassiopeia is going to make it even harder for SKT to close this game if they are able to extend their lead.
So many opportunities as both teams have drafted many playmaking abilities here for the mid game.
This has been the most even game that we've seen the entire series. It's a very different team composition when you look at the two duos. So Kobe, what are we looking at in the next few minutes? Both teams have got strong initiation tools. There's a dragon coming up in a minute and a half, but it's not the juiciest to fight over. Like, what do you look for if you're these teams?
I expect someone to die over a pink ward or over sweeping a trinket ward here very soon, because both of these teams know the importance of setting up that vision.
Yeah, I think that's how a Samsung player would die. If SKT dies, it's because Core JJ would come in with a friend on a Abyssal Voyage with Tom Kench, since we have a 1-3-1 right now. So either it's someone trying to clear ward getting hit by an Ash Arrow, or someone in SKT going for an aggressive play and getting countered by Tom Kench.
Or a Jin ultimate, which can serve a similar purpose to the Ash Arrow and landing the slows for the chase down. Now, another thing to keep in mind, because these team fights are very fun to theory craft. With all well,
For JJ, he hasn't used the Grey Help yet. Glacial Fissure slows down Samsung Galaxy. It was SKT that initiated. The Crystal Arrow has already been used. No teleports or follow-up. One flash from Core JJ.
Both mid laners still have their ultimates though, and both top laners as well. Similar amount of tools burned on both sides.
That's just going to slow the game down once again. Samsung Galaxy jumped on as they're just trying to farm and clear out that mid lane wave.
All right, so if we do see the engage, once again setting up those key tools for each team. The Keeper's Verdict
rewards
for QV. Yeah, exactly. Somebody could die there.
Let's see if Samsung will lose somebody over pink. Well, there's not enough support.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody else is converging.
I just want to see it happen.
QV's Poppy, the Keeper's Verdict, knocking out, half of a team basically, and buying the numbers advantage basically, has been huge as well. So it's not just about picking people off. It's also about separating members within a team fight once it spawns.
Absolutely agree. And as far as the map right now, oh, they might catch Faker.
Faker's the target, but he tries to turn it around. Defensive flash from Ruler. Faker is shut down. Ruler gets the kill. Teleport's completed for Duke as well as QV. Unbreakable is up. Ash Arrow stuns up. Core JJ. That's not the most important target. Petrifying Gaze flashed away from. Duke is caught down. Core JJ licks him to death. The tower is the focus, and Samsung have the advantage.
Massive catch, and it's as Faker is trying to get aggressive onto Ruler. He does not have the burst this time. They get the mid lane turret, and they can help bring back the speed balance with the Cloud Drake if they're able to take this one.
Definitely going to be able to take this one. I think this is full Samsung territory after those two kills, and they are going to be able to claim one for themselves. The interesting thing about the Cloud Drakes, though, you can't take away any of the speed of your enemy for these dodging of the ultimates. So now both teams have the fast feet, right? Extra Cloud Drake for dodging Ash Arrows could mean the difference between a pick for SKT and avoiding certain death.
Jin ult to try and secure blue. Have to question whether that one's worth it, but let's watch this pick one more time. Faker steps on a trap and just gets rooted as Ambition comes in, but he's also moving forward before he has the support of the rest of his team. Faker getting caught out of position in a critical moment here.
And instantly, this turns into every single member of both teams headed mid lane for that party. Samsung arrive first, and they also go for the turret dive to grab the last one. QV with a nice little flash move at the end there to snag him.
Petrifying Gaze was even just a little bit short.
Yeah, missed everyone.
Could have turned even more in favor of Samsung. No flashes for any members of SSG right now. So you could expect the next few minutes to slow it down. They've got a minor gold lead. It's not worth the risk of getting caught out.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also want to point out that SKT doesn't have the same lack of flash punishing skills they've had with their previous team competitions. It's not like Faker can just flash in and one-shot you with Orianna when you're down flash. Here, even if you do get hit by an Ash Arrow without flash, if Core JJ's close, he's just going to devour you and bring you to safety. So the playmaking from SKT is somewhat muted and blocked by the stuff like the Olaf and the Tom Kench that Samsung's been able to put together.
Samsung have been able to get a lot more control in their games. With each game in the series that is played, they seem more together, more reactive, and more on the same page, not the same level of mistakes that allowed SKT to accelerate with game 1 and 2.
And even though there is this gold lead for Samsung, it's so slight that it's more about completing items and actually getting back out onto the field.
Ambition didn't even use his Ragnarok. Knew Core JJ was in range, and that's exactly what happens. No flash, doesn't matter.
Very closely matched here as they go in for a slow onto Wolf. And any extra damage onto the Sport, though, is hard to regenerate. They also draw out an ultimate from Bengi. Now, that is one of the big healing tools for this SKT squad, too.
I agree with you. It's the peel that they need to have Wolf at high health. Duke needs to get some tank items. He's kind of in that split push zone right now where you expect him to be that 1v2 raid boss, but he's just not actually shoving up the lanes to split pushable situations, because if they lose control of the mid lane, they lose control of the side lanes too, thanks to the Tom Kench. So Samsung kind of keeping the SKT composition handcuffed and unable to use their best tools.
And that's so important because of how pivotal Duke has been all 4 games leading up to this point. If Duke has to always think twice about an Abyssal Voyage delivering death behind him, it instantly gives advantage to Samsung because they're not under that much or as much map pressure as they have been throughout the course of this best of 5. I think he's going to need to ward hop to safety. We'll get the pink ward. Taxi his way out. 26 minutes, Kobe, and Samsung.
Still so close.
Again, marginal lead, but it is a knife edge. There's no real advantage with the kill on the gold, because neither team's going past the river. Like, this is such shallow vision that is being fought over.
If there is, it's the fact that so much of the gold here is focused on these carries for Samsung. Ruler on the Jhin, especially, with the lion's share here.
Yeah. His last 2 Jhin games have been pretty exquisite. He had 9 kills in their last victory, 3 kills here.
And he shows why, you know, SKT in the beginning of the series prioritized taking it away from him.
Then Ash slips through, and, you know, even though Ash had exceptional results in the semifinals, it was also a pick that was largely ignored throughout a lot of the group stage and quarterfinals because of the substantial nerfs that Ash actually had before Worlds. But still successful Ash plays, just not this game with all the tools they have to prevent the Ash arrows from hitting true and leading to kills.
Taking a look at this river, Ruler and Core JJ backing out. Catching a quick glimpse there of Crown, and when Crown won in the semi-final matchup, he was talking about looking forward to the finals and how if Samsung were going to win, Crown would have to be able to go toe-to-toe and step up to Faker. I mean, undeniably, he's done so this series. He's a solo kill under his belt. He's not been bullied in lane quite like Ryu was.
Just think back to the beginning of this series and how one-sided it started out, with SKT almost
my heart and sword always for Demacia.
having a big lead in that deciding game, where Samsung were able to stall it out 70 minutes.
This has almost been a tale of 2 series. You wonder how Samsung was able to turn it around, down 10,000 gold in game 2 to now be up in game 5 against SKT.
Captain Timo on duty.
It's miraculous, and SKT was pretty much running a victory lap. We were talking about their legacies coming in, and it seemed like it was a certainty, but they messed up at the Baron Pit. Samsung capitalized, and they've just been on fire ever since.
Will the Samsung legacy continue? Will they be declared 2016 World Champion? We're 30 minutes into the game. All of the summoners are now available once again. I asked the same question I did 10 minutes ago. Is the answer still the same? Vision and or initiation from these ultimates? Because nobody is playing risky right now. They're not trying to push an advantage.
This game is always about vision and initiation, risk tolerance, risk reward, how well you execute those plays. With an Infernal Drake now being up, it's all about this lower Drake there, but can they get a pick beforehand? The answer is no. That gives SKT the ability to move into some vision.
Such an important ultimate there, burned from Samsung for almost nothing, as SKT, you know, Wolf puts up the Unbreakable and they're able to weather the storm. Now they have a huge advantage. Their Ash arrow still available to make a pick.
Well, Ambition's
Not the
holding
Olaf,
on to
though.
as long as he can. Here comes Core JJ. Kick back. Ambition now throws down the Ragnarok. No Devour just yet, but this will
GP behind them.
relies on the Infernal Drake.
Cancel.
Secured by
have to run.
SKT. Ash Arrow onto Crown. Core JJ eats him, then flashes away. Crown survives with his life. TP wasted and dragon to SKT.
QV is still pushing in the top lane, and Duke does have teleport. He can easily go back to Fountain and catch those minions. So Samsung don't even get any map pressure out of that. That being said, there was a little bit of, miscoordination from SKT there as they, half of them go for the dragon, whereas Bangy is using Flash Ultimate on Lee Sin to get a pick, but Bang is DPSing dragon, not there to finish off the kill. They do get the objective in the end. We can tell how tense it is for these players and how quickly they're making these decisions. Not even time to alert the other member.
And you really have to just take your hat off to these guys. We've been 5.5 hours they've been in these chairs playing these games, trying to decide who will be the world champion. And with plays like that, getting the third Drake against Samsung, getting some of that late game scaling, but still not having the gold, maybe not even having the initiation tools, but having the ability to disengage, we could still be in for many more minutes of League of Legends.
And an Infernal Drake at that, at post 30 minutes. Huge value there in the pickup.
With Elder Dragon being the next one. This time around, a little bit more damage from the Curtain Call, but the Unbreakable blocks so much.
Yep.
Wolf doing wonders with this brawl.
They're throwing it out for the slows to look for those picks. Not finding it, and that once again gives initiation advantage over to SKT with their Ash Arrow. Samsung setting up wards though, so it wasn't a useless ultimate. They got into the red quadrant, placed the wards, and now they're actually trying to...
They're scouted.
They are
by the
indeed.
hawk
Shot comes out. Abyssal Voyage was used, so I think Core JJ jumped over the back of the pit. Ambition, once again, holding onto that Ragnarok, waiting for the Devour. Gravity Field.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Swiftly.
"30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'll scout ahead. Armed and ready.
Minions have spawned.
That's gotta sting. Two, three, four. Yes, sir. Reporting in. That's gotta sting. Reporting in. Two, three, four.
First blood. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy
Armed and ready. Yes, sir. Reporting in. Yes, sir. Armed and ready.
An ally has been slain.
Armed and ready.
An ally has been slain.
2, 3, 4. That's gotta sting. Two, three, four. I'll scout ahead. Armed and ready. That's sting.
An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Killing spree.
I'll scout ahead. Two, three, That's gotta sting. Yes, sir. I'll scout ahead. Yes, sir.
Rampage.
Armed and ready. That's gotta sting. Two, three, four. That's gotta sting. Two, three, four.
Your team destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Armed and ready.
An enemy has been slain.
Yes, sir. Reporting in. I'll scout ahead. That's gotta sting. Yes, sir.
Rampage. has been slain.
I'll scout ahead.
An enemy has been slain.
Reporting in. Two, three, four. Armed and ready. Armed and ready.
Shut down. Triple kill.
Swiftly.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'll scout ahead. Two, three, four.
Double kill.
Reporting in.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Two, three, four. Yes, sir.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'll scout ahead.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
That's gotta sting.
Legendary. Legendary.
I'll scout ahead. Gotta stay.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Two, three, four. I'll scout ahead.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Reporting in.
Enemy killing spree.
Two, three, four.
has destroyed a turret.
That's gotta sting.
An enemy has been slain.
Armed and ready.
Rampage.
Holds him in place, but SK Telecom never stop it.
Because you're actually just delivering. While they are obviously so happy to win.
Are under pressure. This is buying time for those super minions to pour in, kick around. Crown's able to flash so he doesn't get caught, but Cubey's down.
And it's a war of attrition. They're just waiting for wrecking them in a fight.
Duke flashes forward, chomps down to kill Crown. SK Telecom have got 2, make that 3 kills. The curtain call is a fitting end to the World Championship as Samsung Galaxy are being dove under their tower. SK Telecom have overcome every challenge. They are the undisputed best team in the world. The SKT reign continues. They win their 3rd World Championship.
And you better believe the crowd's giving a standing ovation after that one. This was an incredibly hard-fought series. SKT had to earn this one till the very end. The way they played the last 20 minutes of that 5th game was incredibly clean.
What an arduous journey it has been for this team. They had to go through RNG, the Rocks Tigers, and Samsung Galaxy showing up as the final boss for them. So incredibly close.
And this year, I think more than any other, their experience shined through. They were never the best regular season team in the LCK. They weren't even the LCK champions in the summer split, but they are world champions.
They peak when it matters. They prepare for the international tournaments. And SK Telecom had elation as much as relief on their faces at the end of that 5-game series.
And so much respect for the players on Samsung Galaxy. The run that they have made this year is incredible.
Yeah, they're going to be very disappointed because they were so close to that Summoners Cup, but I agree with you, Kobe. 2nd place in the world, and coming into this, a lot of people would think, hey, the finals happened in the semifinals, but Samsung made sure to take it all the way to the 5th game and push SKT to the limit.
One last glimpse of the runners-up as SK Telecom hoist the Summoners Cup, your world champions for 2016.
6.5 hours after taking the stage for the finals, SKT is able to win this grueling series. And like you mentioned, Quick Shot, elation and relief on their faces, because while they are obviously so happy to win,
SK Telecom have won every world championship they have entered. They are our first defending world champions. Their third title. They have won every international event they have attended in 2016. And they've had one of the most difficult regular seasons they've ever had. What an amazing team. What an amazing story.
and what an amazing series this was as well. The relief from SKT being up so much after 2 games and then still having the mental strength to come back in that 5th game and play so measured and clean, and Faker as well picking the victor away from Crown and really controlling that game with that champion.
Such an incredible achievement for all the members on SKT. Especially Bangy coming back off the bench.
Yeah.
In multiple
Bangy,
best-of-5 series, saves the team.
I saw these jackets earlier, and written on the back is World Champion. SK Telecom once again don the title.
Yeah, the 3rd time they're going to win this championship. You can see how much this means to them. Bengi as well. Just this guy, SKT, struggled in so many games where he wasn't playing, but 6-1 in the games he played from semifinals to finals.
And as we said so many times, the importance of the team game. Yes, Faker is the all-star, he is the leader, but Bang and Wolf as well, now returning champions. And Duke gets to raise his first.
That is some of the most emotion we've seen from Faker all day long. From his stoic villain-style entry at the beginning of the show to some of the disappointment to the losses in games 3 and 4. And we heard him saying, with all of the trials and tribulations of 2016, anything less than a victory would be disappointment.
Coma, also the winningest coach of all time.
And as you can see, SK Telecom meeting League of Legends co-creators Brandon Beck and Mark Merrill on stage to congratulate and receive their World Championship medals.
They're very familiar with these guys by now.
Yeah, how you been the last year? It's nice to see you again
See
for
you
another
again
World
next year.
Championship.
Just saying, last year I held the medals. The podium this year is much better looking.
He's doing a better job than you.
Touche.
Get that thing untangled here.
What an amazing performance. The story of SK Telecom is one for the ages.
Yeah, and we talk about legacy. I don't know how long it will take for another team to try and win 3 World Championships. We were saying beforehand how hard it is to win 1, let alone no one had even made Worlds after winning 1 until SKT did it this year. And now suddenly they win 3 in 4 years. They definitely go down in history. Duke's Trundle so solid throughout all of these games.
And just incredible when you take everything into consideration. We talked about the players sitting on the bench. We talked about the meta changing, the substitutions. The two men left, Coma and Faker. League of Legends' most successful coach.
Captain Timo on duty.
Faker earned it.
Truly a legend.
This was their hardest fought victory. As we head down
All
on stage,
the world on
Shox
one
will be
arrow.
talking to SKT.
Thank you so much, and the crowd erupting in chants for SKT. Faker, congratulations, winning the World Championship once again, but it was the most hard-fought victory in all three of the titles. How much did it take out of you and out of the team, and how much experience to finally bring it home here tonight?
페이커 선수 우선 3회째 우승을 축하드립니다. 하지만 이번 결승전이 아무래도 지금까지 치렀던 결승전에서 가장 힘들었을 것 같은데 이번 결승전을 치르면서 어떻게 본인 자신과 팀원들이 다시 힘을 내면서 결승전을 이겨냈는지 말씀해주세요.
이번에 진짜 너무 힘들어서 다들 좀 경기 중에도 힘들어하는 모습이 있었는데 좀 다들 잘 이겨낸 것 같아요. 그리고 이번 시리즈가 좀 제 롤 역사상 가장 힘든 경기였던 것 같아서 그래서 좀 다들 기뻐했던 것 같아요.
I think this series was the most difficult series of my entire League of Legends career. Like, we were really exhausted, and throughout the game, all my teammates, we were not in a very good state, but I'm really glad we were able to come over it.
Yeah, as you say, you had two great games and then the momentum seemed to change. Why do you think the momentum changed during Game 3, and how did you get it back in favor of your team?
이제 1, 2경기는 다 이제 이기신 뒤에 3경기에도 유리하게 경기를 하시다가 갑자기 경기의 흐름이 바뀌었는데요. 어떻게 하다 세 번째 경기에서 그 흐름이 바뀌었다가 다시 한번 그런 승리의 기운을 5경기에서 가져올 수 있었는지 말씀해 주세요.
저희가 1, 2경기도 좀 그랬지만 3경기 때도 좀 실수가 많았고 또 그때 발언을 하기로 했었는데 그게 좀 저희가 다 같이 판단을 못해서 그런 결과가 나와서 근데 좀 이제 저희가 5경기까지 가면 좀 집중력이 많이 좋다 보니까 5경기 때는 잘 나왔던 것 같아요.
So even though we made some small mistakes during game 1 and 2, I think our biggest mistake at game 3 was hitting the Baron. I think it was a team mistake, but by getting to game 5, we were able to stay concentrated and stay on our game. So I think that was how we were able to win the whole series.
And you won the championship in 2013 at the very beginning of your professional career. You stood right here, you lifted this cup, and you won your first world championship. Now a lot of time has passed, you have accomplished so much. What does it mean for you to do it again here in Staples Center with Bengi by your side, with Koma by your side, and lift another trophy?
여기 이 스텝
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
We are one people.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
I always take the high ground. We're on the right path. Mercy for weakness. Never lose focus. United, we are stronger. I won't be destroyed. Swiftly now. Ignite the brilliance.
An enemy has been slain.
For the Crown Lord. Fly. Peace requires a steady hand.
Slain. An ally has been slain.
Slowly attack. Faster than my arrow? Think not. I always take the high ground. Lead the way. Swiftly now.
An ally has been slain.
from afar. We are one people. Reveal what is hidden.
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
I will unite the Freljord. We must press on. Do not confuse mercy for weakness. Show me a path. Faster than my arrow? I think not. United, we are stronger. I do my best work from afar. We must press on.
An enemy has been slain.
Stand together.
Enemy killing spree.
Lead the way. I won't lead us astray.
Enemy rampage.
We're on the right path. We are one people. Faster than my arrow? I think not.
An enemy is unstoppable.
kidding me. We will unite the Freljord. Do not confuse mercy.
An enemy is dominating.
Never lose focus. I will unite the Freljord.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
An enemy has been slain.
We're on the right path. We are one people. Requires a steady hand. Swiftly now. We must press on.
You have been slain.
Never lose focus. Lead the way. Mercy and weakness. United, we are stronger. I won't lead us astray. No one escapes my aim.
An enemy has been slain.
I always take the high ground.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I do my best work from afar.
You have been slain.
Never lose focus.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I do my best work from afar. Stand together. Reveal what is hidden. Let's see how close they come. Faster than my arrow?
Enemy killing spree.
We must press on. Show me a path. Do not confuse mercy for weakness. Swiftly now. Peace requires a steady hand.
An ally has been
Lead
slain.
the way. We're on the right path. I won't lead us astray. We'll unite the building. We are one people.
I always take the high ground. We're on the right path. Do not confuse mercy for weakness. Swiftly now. Never lose focus. I always take the high ground. Stand together.
An ally has been slain. Rampage.
Stray.
An enemy has been slain.
Stronger. Reveal what is hidden. We are one. I do my best work from afar. Peace requires a steady hand.
Brilliant.
Enemy double. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
It won't lead us astray.
An ally has been slain.
Never lose focus. My aim is steady. I won't miss. Show me a path. Do not confuse mercy. Leave the target. Faster than my arrow? Not.
An ally has been slain. An enemy is dominated.
I do my best work from afar.
Your turret has been destroyed. Has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree. Shut down.
센터에서 2013년도에 페이커 선수의 첫 롤드컵 우승을 이뤘었는데요. 이 장소에서 다시 한번 뱅이 선수와 이제 꼬마 김정희 코치님과 다시 한번 소환사컵을 들어올 수 있는 이 소감이 어떠신지 말씀해 주세요.
My blade is at your service.
진짜 3년 만에 와보니까 그때랑 거의 바뀐 것도 없고 그래서 많이 익숙한 기분이 들었고 또 그래서 저희 팀원들이랑 같이 우승하니까 뭔가 좀 되게 이상한 느낌이 드는데 표현하기가 어렵네요.
It's really hard to explain in words. Like when I first came to Staples Center, even though it's been 3 years, it just felt really familiar and it felt really good. But winning this tournament once again with my teammates, it's a great experience. I can't really express it in words.
The crowd can do it for you. You said in a recent piece with the Player Tribune how you play when you're angry, and that is obviously very, very good. Did you have similar emotions after Game 3 in this one?
이제 이전에 플레이어 트리뷴이라는 곳에서 인터뷰했을 때 본인이 화나면 더욱더 경기를 잘 나온다라고 이제 언급하셨었는데 세 번째 경기 이후에 다시 좀 그런 분노 모드로 경기를 하셨는지 말씀해 주세요.
좀 일단 경기가 안 풀리니까 그때
Game 5.
Well, at the beginning, and these fans.
네, 오프닝 세레모니 때 이제 매서운 째려보기를 이제 하는 인터뷰.
오늘 응원을 많이 해주셔서 정말 감사하고 너무 많이 응원은 하지 마세요. 다음에 또 올 거니까.
So we're gonna come back anyway.
Go, and we'll be looking forward to it. We'll also be hearing from some other members of SKT later, but first, you can lift a cup, you can do a victory lap with your teammates and celebrate all you want because you guys did it again one more time, won the Summoners Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Faker and SKT.
Three championships in 4 years. That is absolute insanity. This squad deserves all of the compliments and being lauded with. Yes, exactly.
I agree with everything you said.
But the birth of a dynasty here, 3 times in 4 years, is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, and when you have a look at how you think that you have to be able to beat them over a 5-game series, and it's just so hard to do. First Rocks, now Samsung, not able to get it done because they're just that damn good.
Exactly. Just looking forward to the evolution of the player intros for Faker. I mean, started very gentle, smiling, waving, then he had the tumble, he has his broccoli.
As you can see, we've stepped across the street to LA Live here, and we'll be breaking down today's series. And announcing our World's MVP in an extended post-show right after this look back at Worlds 2016.
每一个区域的队伍都更强，16支队伍每一支队伍都蛮强的。
Your defending champions, SK Telecom T1. Goes right by it, but Huhi level 1 room. Right down, Bray gets hit. Yes, it is the roam. CLG coming together, showing up on the world stage.
They have the damage to get it done.
Justice guides us.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
With precision.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
You have not earned victory this day.
Balance in all things. My blade is not only precise, but totally gnarly. Balance in all things. My blade is not only precise, but totally gnarly. Balance in all things.
Minions have spawned.
You rely on your weapons too much. Try letting go! You rely on your weapons too much. Try letting go!
First blood.
They will not prevail. Ionia shall not fall. I stand resolute. I will not falter. This battle will be won. Forge onward. Stay sharp. This way. It ends here. I will not falter. True will cannot be defeated.
An ally has been slain.
Ionia shall not fall.
An enemy has been slain.
Forge onward.
An enemy has been slain.
With precision. Cut them down.
An ally has been slain.
I stand resolute. This way. Stay sharp. I stand resolute. Stay sharp. Move onward. They will not prevail. I will not falter. With precision.
Rampage. Shut down. Double kill. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Ionia shall not fall. True will cannot be defeated. This way. Justice guides us. True will cannot be defeated.
An ally has been slain.
I stand resolute. Ionia shall not fall.
An enemy has been slain.
I will not falter. It ends here. Cut them down.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
This battle will be won. Precision.
Killing spree. Shut down.
Stay sharp.
Your team has destroyed the turret. Enemy rampage. An ally has been slain.
Onward. Ionia shall not fall. There is no turning back. Cut them down. Forge onward.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy is unstoppable.
Guides us. True will cannot be defeated. I stand resolute. Stay sharp.
An enemy has been slain.
With precision.
An ally has been slain.
This way. No turning back.
Enemy double kill.
I stand resolute. True will cannot be defeated. Ionia shall not fall. They will not I will not falter. With precision.
You have been slain. been destroyed.
It ends here.
An ally has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
I will not fall.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy remains. Your turret has been destroyed.
I stand resolute. Turning back. This way.
An ally has been slain.
Stay sharp. Ionia shall not fall.
Has been slain.
Justice guides us. Cannot be defeated. Forge onward. Stay sharp.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
I stand resolute.
Enemy double kill. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain. The turret has been destroyed.
Justice guides us.
Rampage.
This battle will be won. True will cannot be defeated. It ends here.
Voice of light from Maple. They're going to be able to connect. Flash Wolves take down SK Telecom. Cloud9 have done it. One of the most amazing games I have ever seen.
Peanut's going for the 50-50. He stole it! It's secured! The Rocks Tigers get the Baron!
This is gonna be the year when wildcard teams became ideal? I think yes. This time we are not just winning, we are looking better than our opponents.
This is gonna be it! San Francisco is going crazy! Brazil scored the biggest goal of the tournament so far!
The greatest triumph. All these minions are hitting the point like
Liquid go! He's invulnerable!
He got it!
Oh my god!
They did it!
Oh my god, they did it!
ANH just took down the Rocks Tigers.
Oh no! Deleted! If ever I've seen one! And G2 on a haste!
Yes, they failed. Yes, they could do better. But when they had nothing, they have shown their competitive spirit and they fought until the very end.
A little bit too low in this one. It is just he stole it for one. The steal away. Yanko secures. Absolutely massive outbreaks. And EDG are evaporating. And it looks like H2K will seal the deal. Your first seed from Group C.
你有得到这个机会，对一个职业选手。
flash of Bjergsen. Still gets quick over